Yeah, this is Shaliek Rivers, and you're checking out YouKnowIGotSoul.com.
Let's talk about the new EP that you have coming up. I Don't Want to Be Famous. Talk to me a little bit about that and the overall sound of that EP.
Yeah, it's entitled I Don't Want to Be Famous. Basically, I kind of like pretty much wanted to have like a different, like a new sound, like sound on my own. So I pretty much went back and started working with producers that were pretty much popping back in like the 90s. And, I brought my 2011 is to it. But I wanted like a throwback kind of sound, like an underground kind of sound when it came to the production. If you can kind of like think of like a Jackson 5 kind of vibe, Motown vibe. I love like 50s, 60s music. Sam Cooke, one of my favorite singers, and I want to put elements of that into the project. So that's what I did. I have like a new age flair to it, but it's still like old school, timeless type music. So that's pretty much the vibe of the project.
Okay, and you were mentioning how the album is gonna have some a throwback feel, but with your own flavor to it. And I read that one of the songs that you kind of remade was Michael Jackson's "Beat It." So talk to me about this version and how what do you mean by your own twist to it?
I rewrote the verses. I kept the same the elements of the same hook, and we just pretty much reworked the concept of it. Michael Jackson talked about "Beat It," talking about no one wants to be defeated. I'm talking about "Beat It" like sexual kind of. I made it a little bit more edgy.
Okay.
I just took the chance and just pretty much just with keeping the same elements, just made it my own, and of course no one can. I mean, Michael Jackson is the man, so it's just I just had fun with the record, had fun with it.
Okay.
I just put a twist on it and made it a little bit more edgy and young.
Okay. Give me some background on your current single, "Spoke Too Soon," and how it came about.
Oh, okay. So Too Soon, featuring Fred the Godson. It's funny, I was in the studio working with the Heat Seekers to produce the record, and originally the record wasn't supposed to be for me. We wrote it with another artist in mind, and it's just the Get Money sample, the Roy Ayers sample. Actually, Biggie did it over, Junior Mafia did it over with Get Money. And when I heard that when the beat came on, I was just like, yo, we gotta write to this. Like, I don't know who it's gonna be for, but we gotta write to it. So at the time, it wasn't for me. I didn't have me in mind. I was out of the equation. I'm also a songwriter. I mean, jump to that, but I'm a songwriter for other artists as well. But when I heard the sample, I was like, yo, we gotta do this. And I don't know, it just kind of like came back into the circle. And when I heard it, I was just like, Freddie Godson would be dope on this. He's a hot rapper, up and coming, and I think he would kill this. So I know him. We work together. Well, we haven't never worked together on any projects, but we've been in the same studios, and we kind of built a relationship. So I reached out to him, and he was with it, and the rest is history. He put his 16 on it. I thought he was only going to put 16 on the end, but he put like another whatever 12 bars at the beginning. He's placed it, and I loved it. So he decided to run with it for the first single.
Cool, cool. Now, another song that I know you did is the one with Sherry Dennis, "Love Don't Believe." How did that whole collaboration come about?
I met Sherry. Sherry and I have been knowing each other in the business. He was on Bad Boy, I was on Universal, and we kind of like, met and clicked. And Rufus Black wrote the record. He told me to come to the studio. Went to the studio, heard the record. I was like, yo, this is crazy. He was like, I have somebody in mind for it. Sherry Dennis came in, killed it. And this is a record that I've always loved. I actually recorded that record about 8 years ago.
Okay.
8 years ago, and it's always been one of my favorites, and I felt like it was relevant now. Like, it kind of stuck around. It's timeless, and that's pretty much what I'm going for anyway with the EP. It's timeless. It never got old. They did, and I think it got even better with time. So, and that's like one of the oldest records on the EP, but it's one of my favorites.
Okay, okay. Now, you mentioned that you're also a songwriter, so take me through, your writing process.
normally think of a concept, or sometimes the melody comes first. Um, I go into the booth, or I go in front of the mic, wherever the mic is. I sit in the booth, and I just track comes on, and I hum a melody. I don't know where it comes from. I just comes out of nowhere, and then once the melody is down, sometimes the words are in that melody. Put the words to it. We think of a concept and build it. We love. When I say we, I'm part of a writing team called the Hitters. Me and my partner Cassius Streams. We love concept-driven records, like records with a good concept or a good storyline. Melody has to be on point. Lyrically has to be on point. So we make sure all areas are covered.
Okay.
Not lazy writers, we really brainstorm. We tell the stories in the studio as we're writing. So.
Okay. Okay. I want to take it back a couple of years. What do you remember most about, the creation of your debut album?
Just working with this phenomenal producers that paved the way for other people. Superstars like Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Amazing, just experience being there, creating with them, writing with them, getting to speed, greatness. Alicia Keys walking into the studio and he's playing the piano, producing my song, and I'm walking in and her back is turned. I'm like, oh, is that her? And her standing up and turning around and, oh, nice to meet you. Stuff like that, I always remember working with Scott Storch and the Underdogs, just meeting so many different, producers and other songwriters and collaborating with that's in the business. I'll never forget.
Okay. Okay. Now, unfortunately, the album didn't get a chance to come out. So why do you feel, it didn't come out?
It wasn't. I think it just wasn't time. It just wasn't time. I'm not gonna blame anybody for it. I just think it just wasn't time. My team, I will say this: the team that I was in, you have to have a tight team. You have to have a good relationship. Your heart has to be on one accord when you have when you're working with people. So I just think just wasn't time. It just wasn't the right time. The people that I had in my life weren't the right people, and I just didn't want to do it again until I had that. Until it felt good. So I had a group of people that were working with me that I trusted and I knew had my back completely.
Okay. Okay. No. So, after your debut album, you sort of turned to songwriting, and we know there's a lot more money in songwriting than being an artist. So, why did you feel like you needed to come out again?
The artist in me never died. I thought it did. I didn't. The whole idea of being an artist, I just was like, I don't want to do it. I'm more comfortable songwriting, like you said, a lot of money in that. So financially, I was good. I got a pub deal. I was pretty cool. And I don't know, just people. I guess people always was in my ear. How are you doing? You're not an artist anymore. What's up, man? You crazy? So I'm in the back of my mind. I'm like, I'll always be an artist because there's just too many people around me encouraging me to be an artist. So I just have to be inspired. And I don't know. I just one day it just came back. I don't know where it went. I don't know why it came back, but it came back. The inspiration came back. And when inspiration hits you in your face, it's like you gotta respond. I mean, I had to respond. But my inspiration came back to do music, to be an artist again. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay, okay. I want to ask you about the current, climate of R&B. We see a lot of artists who, they're using auto-tune. A lot of their music is very, club driven. Do you think real singing can still survive in today's music?
Oh yeah, it's definitely on its way back, and I'm just glad to be part of it. Return of, just a different sound. People not being afraid to be an individual, and just bring their vibe. Not being afraid,
Okay.
not doing what the blueprint is for that time. I feel like I've been doing this for so long. I've been exposed to many different types of music, and I feel like I can bring my own vibe to the game, and it will still will survive because we will, we will support it. We will perform. We're gonna make you like it. we're gonna make you like it.
Okay, now, so you have the EP coming up. What else do you have coming up? Is the EP going to be followed up with an album anytime soon?
The album is not in the works yet. We're moving one step at a time. I'm shooting a video for one of the songs in the EP. The song is called "Can We Go Back," and it's written by. I've worked with a lot of different people, a lot of different writers. I wanted to. I was on a mission to give great writers that I knew a chance to shine, so to speak, to showcase their work. Because I know a lot of great writers who just don't. The industry is so political and so closed down to new writers that a lot of new writers don't get a chance to showcase their work. And this particular song was written by an amazing writer, somebody who inspired me to write, called Jaron Smith. His name's Jaron Smith, and his song is on the project. And it's just that's the whole concept of the record. I don't want to be. It's just being an artist, being a songwriter, being anyone who aspires to be anything. Sometimes you get setbacks. And sometimes things knock you down. But it's about staying in the game. And I just wanted to give people some hope. People that are kind of lost like I was. In the game, I was lost. I was about 3 or 4 years. I was kind of I didn't know what was going on, and I don't want to be famous face. And people that are contributing to the project was in my same situation, or are in still. They're in my same situation, so it's a pretty good. It's a special project to me. Like it's like a special project.
Okay. Those are all the questions that I had prepared for you. Is there anything that you'd like to add, or any advice that you'd give to people who might be in the same situation that you were in?
Just think of yourself as a star already. Just the world doesn't know it yet. You have to. You just have to be confident with your work, and you have to not be afraid to be an individual and to create your own vibe in your own lane. Don't be scared. Stop being scared. Scared.
Okay. And also, is there a place where the fans can contact you via Twitter, Facebook, or anything like that?
Yeah, my Twitter is Shaliek Rivers. It's SHALIEKRIVERS. On Facebook, same name. And I have a Facebook fan page as well.